What's up, guys? We're here right before 2.9, a couple of weeks actually, about 3 weeks out, and we're trying to talk about what to invest in right now. But this is quite hard actually because there's not much information out there from Tryon Worlds. So the one thing that is currently being brought down significantly because of this event is the Dawn Lake Light Essence. The fishing event's going on, and you'll notice that we take a look at the 2-week graph here. It's been steady for the last about 2 weeks. But as you see right before that 2-week period, so right before the event-ish, there was a huge decline, and it's fallen off the radar now. So people may be forgetting that the prices of these things were 2 to 3 gold, right around there. Right now, you can probably buy a whole bunch of the Dawn Lake Essence around 1 gold, as you can see on the auction house here. And then in a few weeks after the event ends, you'll probably be able to double that into 2 gold fairly easily. Regrading is always something that is in demand and that happens like crazy. The other thing that's probably a really smart buy is they just released a box, an RNG box, and the Sun Point, Moon Point, and Star Points are really common in this new RNG box. So Sun Point here is currently on a slight upward trend, but I do think it is a pretty good investment. Maybe not a double increase, but you will get a good increase in value on this. This ties in together with how Ionod designs are happening. Ionod designs have significantly dropped over the last couple of weeks. This is the accessory one right here. It's started around 9,000 and now slowly but surely is dropping to around 5,000 and 6,000 gold. And the prices on these will definitely keep decreasing as they introduce more methods of getting these designs. The Armorsmith one is a little bit trickier. It hovered right around 13 to 11,000, and it's seen a smaller decrease down to around that 10,000 mark. So armor, there's a lot of different armor pieces. That's probably why you're not seeing a significant decrease in armor. And then the biggest decrease in value has been the Weaponsmith scroll. Weaponsmith was right around 30,000 gold, you can see here, and it's got these big clumps of just droppage. So 32,000 here, and then it clumps down. You look in the graph, it's not too big, but then you look over here, that's 25,000, and then you go look over here, there's like 19,000, and then now there's like 12,000. Like, this is huge. It's lost about half of its value in that 2-week period right there. Ionod designs will definitely keep decreasing in value. For the weapons, I don't expect them to get any lower than, say, 10,000 gold for the near future. Because, again, there's quite a bit of weapons, and weapons is the most important thing in the game. So, 10,000 gold for an Ionod scroll seems pretty reasonable. At that point, you're going to see a lot of people buying them up, and that's going to be probably the price that it stays at for a while until the scrap system comes in. The scrap system is not coming in with 2.9, so we have it, well, I believe the scrap system is not actually coming to where I can't remember if they said in the last live stream that it was not coming or coming. So maybe coming, maybe not coming. I'm not sure. They did say it's coming with a new coin purse. So if you're hoarding old coin purses, then that's not gonna affect anything. You're gonna have to farm these new coin purses. The other thing that you probably want to invest in is Archeage. Because of the Ionod designs dropping more commonly, you're going to probably see an increase in Archeage. Archeage, Sunlight Archeage, Starlight Archeage, and Moonlight Archeage have also seen a pretty nice decrease in value from their high peaks of way back when they were 10 to 15 gold each. Now Sunlight Archeage hovering around 4 gold here for the crystal, and it's got a slight upward trend, which is probably in part due to the fact that the Ionod scrolls are taking a little bit more Archeage out of the system. And again, as Ionod scrolls become more common, more people will be upgrading and crafting. And then also with 2.9, this is probably going to bring back a couple more players into the fold, and people like to craft. Just go ahead and blow money on that stuff. So with Archeage prices being 4 or 5 gold, they might be like, hey, let's go craft, let's go do some weapon and armor upgrades. So I think we're going to see a steady increase in Archeage. And once again, the only real great source of Archeage is coming out of the RNG boxes. I mean, the Archeage trees are okay. They're a decent source, but that's a huge labor sink. And with a lot more labor-inducing activities coming in 2.9, that could be problematic. And you may not have enough labor to go mine those Archeage trees and whatnot. So Archeage prices in general, I think, are a good investment. They could probably double up in value in a couple of months or so. Then the other things, these are really speculative. Black pearls. Black pearls were this holy grail item about a year ago that was like 100 gold each. They're used in handicrafting accessories. So once you get up to, I believe it's like the Ethereum tier, you need these black pearls. We're getting reports out of Russian 2.9 patch that you do need black pearl items in the castle nation building thing or in the obsidian tier 7 stuff. So one of those things is requiring black pearl mats. We don't know exactly how many, and I don't know how reliable that data is, but at 2 gold each, this is probably a pretty safe bet of picking up them. They've been staying right around this 2 gold for the last couple of weeks, and there's not that many in the system. So we're currently on the Olo, Taeyang, Morpheus, Auction House cluster with a couple other Kraken and something else. I forget the other one. And like that's 5 auction houses together, and they're only producing a few hundred of these black pearls every single day. So if they're becoming more in demand, more needed for future crafts, they could see a huge, huge spike in value. Because, I mean, if you're only producing 200, and if these new things take even just 1 or 2, yeah, that's what happens when the supply just can't meet the demand. The price goes up on these things. So black pearl is a very speculative item that you may want to invest in. Grab a couple of these guys. I have a few hundred right now, picking up here and there as I find them under 2 gold or so. I think that's a smart buy. Then there's also Anya Pebbles. These things are mined up in Aurora, and these are, from the 2.9 patch notes from Russia and Korea, are supposed to be used in a lot more nation building activities and things like that. Specifically the Anya Ignite. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. I have no idea how to say that. So this thing right here, using right now only in high-end tier 3 Luna Gems, is now going to actually have a bigger purpose, which means that these pebbles are going to be worth more. Overall, all these stuff potentially should jump up in value. These guys require 50,000 mining to mine, and they're in a PvP territory zone, so it's a little risky there. And I mean, they've been down all the way to like 5 silver. So these things, if you can find them at 5, 10 silver, go ahead and grab those guys. Great, great buy right there. And you can see not much is shifting in the marketplace because no one really mines them because they're not worth the time and effort. At 50 plus silver, they might actually start being worth the time and effort to mine them. We don't know. Maybe they'll go up to 1 silver or 1 gold each. Who knows? If they're super, super needed for the nation stuff, this could be a very, very profitable thing. So mining at 50,000 could be a very nice vocation once again. And then you do need a special forge to create the ignites here. You need this smeltering furnace, which requires a lot of proficiency, or actually requires, I think it's like 30,000 of the vocation badges stuff. So there's a lot of prerequisites to actually making these pebbles. So this is a great opportunity for people that have this furnace to make some money if these guys are really in demand. So those are the 2 speculative things. Everything else, the Dawn Lake, the Archeum, and those things should go up. The Ionite design should go down for sure. These guys are kind of like, do you gamble? Do you really like to gamble or not? And if you do, you could see a nice return on your investment here. Maybe 3 or 4 times increase in value if they go up. But there's also the chance that they don't and they go down in value. Whereas the Dawn Lake, it's almost guaranteed to go back up to 2 or 3 gold. And Archeum, you probably can't bet against Archeum there. Archeum will see a slight increase just because there's more crafting going on with those Ionite designs coming out of the system. Overall, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think of other things that could see a big spike in value? Post them down in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. There's a huge live stream that did about the nation system. You want to check that out. That is very, very informative live stream on buildings and such. So go check out that live stream. It's linked down below as well.